Good morning. Welcome to Arlington Street Church, gathered in love and service for justice and peace. We are Unitarian Universalists. Ours is a historic faith with a progressive theology grounded in love, a love which calls us to see the holy in each and every being and to take compassionate action in our world. In this space, we gather with open minds, open hearts, and open hands to practice acceptance, forgiveness, and growth. We welcome people of all nations, all creeds, all ages, all genders, all kinds of love. Whether you're here every week, came today for the first time, or stopped by once in a while, we are so grateful for all you are and all you are becoming. You are so very welcome here.
Good morning. I'm Hala Mary Hazar, this morning's worship coordinator. My pronouns are she, her. Reverend Parisa, also she, her, and I are joined by Director of Music, Mark David Buckles, he, him pronouns, Youngju Young, she, her, and the Arlington Street Choir in leading worship today. We couldn't do this without our tech team, greeters, ushers, and coffee hour hosts. We also want to welcome the Dallas First Church Coming of Age group. Thank you, friends. If you're new to Arlington Street Church, welcome. We are so glad you're here and would love to stay connected. I hope you will visit our website at arlingtonstreet.org and sign up for our weekly e-newsletter. If you're in the sanctuary, please fill out the pew card and put it in the basket during the offering time to let us know how to be in touch with you. And Zoomers, you can find a link in the chat to a form to fill out to help us stay in touch. On the last pages of the order of service, you'll find information on upcoming Arlington Street events. There's a lot going on both in person and on Zoom, and we'd love to see you this week. Immediately after worship today, there will be a special meeting of the corporation for the purpose of electing a co-moderator and a prudential committee member for open seats. The nominating committee is proposing Jen Irby for the role of co-moderator and Dave Irby for the role of prudential committee member. Please remain in the sanctuary for this very brief and very important meeting after the postlude and before coffee hour. Next Sunday, June 14th, is the last Sunday of our regular church year and Reverend Parisa's last Sunday leading worship. Please join us for a luncheon after the service to appreciate Parisa. Our Sunday services will be ably conducted by guest speakers from a variety of backgrounds, beginning with our own Reverend John O'Connor on Sunday, June 21st. Parisa will remain available for pastoral care, tea with the minister, and administrative duties through the end of July. If you came this morning with a joy or a concern in your heart, you are invited to light a candle at home and share in the chat, or come up and light a silent candle at the table to the right of the Gleason podium at any time during the service. I hope all of you in the in-person congregation will plan to join us in the Honeywell Chapel right through the leather door up front after the service. Those of you on Zoom are invited to stay on for remote fellowship in breakout groups as well. And now Rich is going to turn the camera on the in-person congregation as we wave and smile at each other, as well as at our friends in the Zoom room. And you all in the Zoom room can wave and smile back. Hello to all our friends near and far. Let's all engage that Arlington Street spirit of welcome that transcends physical distance as we greet one another heart to heart. Whether you've been coming here for years or today is your first time at Arlington Street, welcome home. Please join us in saying the Affirmation and Covenant of this beloved spiritual community. The words are printed in your order of service and in the chat. Love is the spirit of this congregation, and service is our gift. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to speak our truths in love, and to help one another.
Our opening words this morning are a poem from my colleague, Unitarian Universalist minister and poet Lynn Unger. Consider the lilies of the field, the blue banks of Chalice opening into acres of sky along the road. Would the longing to lie down and be washed in that beauty abate if you knew their usefulness? How the indigenous ground their bulbs for flour, how the settlers' hogs uprooted them, grunting in gleeful oblivion as the flowers fell. And you, what of your rushed and useful life? Imagine setting it all down, papers, plans, appointments, everything, leaving only a note. Gone to the fields to be lovely, be back when I'm done blooming. Even now, unneeded and uneaten, the camas lilies gaze out above the grass from their tender blue eyes. Even in sleep, your life will shine. Make no mistake, of course your work will always matter. Yet Solomon in all his glory was not arrayed like one of these. We light our chalice in celebration of the array of gorgeous flowers that we have brought that symbolize all of our gifts this morning. Please rise in body, rise in spirit, and join in singing our opening hymn, number 21, also printed in your order of service and in the Zoom chat, For the Beauty of the Earth. I'd like to invite the new members who are with us this morning to come forward. All the way up to the pulpit, yeah. Woo-hoo. Here in this community, seeking spirits have come together for 297 years, almost to 300, y'all. Exploring the meaning of life and death, finding faithful ways to be of service, building a community of care through life's ups and downs. We are so grateful that each and every one of you have found your way here. And we hope that as these new members join this community, they'll continue to allow themselves to love and be loved by this congregation. Here in this community, we count on each other to be potential friends and spiritual teachers, finding blessings in the warm feelings as well as the hard lessons of navigating community life together. Because we come together to fulfill the needs of our souls, we promise to remember our vulnerability, to be mindful about how much we rely on one another's generosity of spirit, grace, and goodness. We promise to guard one another's spirits, respect each person's private struggles, and hold one another in the light of love. It is our custom to read together "We Need One Another" by George Odell as we welcome our new members, as an instruction and a reminder to us all. So please join me in this responsive reading printed in your order of service and in the chat. We need one another when we mourn and would be comforted.
We need one another when we are in trouble and afraid.
We need one another when we are in despair, in temptation, and need to be recalled to our best selves again. We need one another when we would accomplish some great purpose and cannot do it alone. We need one another in the hour of success, when we look for someone to share our triumphs. We need one another in the hour of defeat, when with encouragement we might endure and stand again. We need one another when we come to die and would have gentle hands prepare us for the journey. All our lives we are in need, and others are in need of us.
Hi, everybody. We welcome our newest members this morning into this circle of love and service for justice and peace, knowing we will be stronger for their presence and richer for all we have to learn from one another. There were a couple of people who weren't able to be here and asked us to do their introductions. So the first one I'm going to read is from Aiden Wynn. I was drawn to ASC accidentally. My fiance and I were seeking out a church for our wedding in Boston and saw that there was a UU congregation not far from where our reception will take place. I grew up in the UU. I attended the Unitarian Universalist Society of Northampton in Florence, Northampton, Mass, all the way through coming of age. The anniversary was yesterday, June 6th, through the youth group in high school and frequent attendance since then. As I learned more about the ASC, I was welcomed so warmly by the staff and members I met. I watched many previous services online and attended a handful of services virtually this year. I am so grateful to now be an official part of this community. Between Sundays, I am teaching. I live and work at a boarding school, so if I am not teaching, grading, coaching, swimming, or doing weeknight dorm duty, I am spending my time with my fiance, Michaela, and our dog, Moxie. I take pride in being our household chef, music curator, and travel planner. I am most excited about meeting as many ASC members as I can. Since I moved to New Jersey and thus far away from the UU in Northampton, I have not found a replacement congregation, but I know that I have found one here, and then some. Thank you to all the folks who have helped onboard me to this congregation. Michaela and I will be getting married at ASC in just a few short weeks, but this is only the beginning of my journey here. I am thrilled and grateful. And the second introduction is for Christopher Gamboa. I came to ASC looking for a community of good people and spiritual leadership. I was a member of the UU Church of Birmingham, Alabama, when I lived there over a decade ago, and have been unmoored while pursuing medical training, and am finally settled enough to grow in a community with a congregation. When I'm not at ASC, you'll find me keeping company with my husband, Asaph, dog, Annie, and friends, gardening, finding and watching great movies, always looking for recommendations, traveling to visit family in Florida and Israel, and practicing medicine. As a member, I look forward to a deepening connection to other members, and would like to explore starting small groups to serve this purpose, as well as serve the congregation where needed. Thank you for welcoming me into the fold, and see you all around. Welcome, Aiden, and welcome, Christopher.
Hello, everyone. I'm Kimberly Samaha, and I'm so excited to become part of this community. I've often been asked, where are you from? And I say I'm Boston Irish Catholic in that order, and still a practicing Catholic, not a recovering one, which I know many of us can relate to that. I've had the grand privilege of being able to get married to a crazy Lebanese guy, live in Beirut for 15 years, raise 4 beautiful daughters there, live in France, and now I'm back to Boston. I've been here for about a year and a half on a permanent basis. And so still being part of the Catholic churches here in Boston, I came, I guess it would have been just before Christmas, right, when you guys were doing the beautiful carols that you were doing in the back room. Because I said, oh, isn't there another church here that has Tiffany stained glass? And sure enough, this was it. And when I walked in, it just, honestly, it felt like home. And when you had your coffee and tea, I was saying to everybody, like, I'm moving in. So, clear me a pew and I'll be here. So I'm delighted to be part of this. I'm very active. So, sometimes my aunt has always told me, Kim, you can be a broom and not a vacuum cleaner. So pardon me a little bit if I come across offering a sip of water from a fire hose sometimes, but it's just my enthusiasm. And I really think that this is the kind of community where that's going to be welcomed. And thank you for having me.
Good morning. My name's Chet. Let's see. Domestically, I was raised under Spock, unfortunately. Not this kind of Spock, the other Spock. Religiously, I had the pleasure of growing up under Jepka and Quinn from the Reading Church in Ferry Beach, by the way. I first came to ASC just over a year ago, looking for a church to join. I was going to be moving from Boston, and was immediately welcomed by the lovely Miss Barbara and her hospitality, and I haven't left. I haven't had a reason to. I've been welcomed, and I hope to see what we can do together.
Hi, I'm Cal Alford. I came to Arlington Street 4 years ago, brand new to Boston, a new student in divinity school, and newly out lesbian. It was a stormy season of my life, a time of real spiritual and emotional dissolution and formation, and I was looking for a place to land, a place to belong, and a spiritual place to call home. And at my very first service here, Reverend Kim's welcome home said something to me, and it gave me something to believe in, and I followed it. I came first as a seeker, and then had the great privilege of serving as a student minister under Reverend Kim and under Reverend Parisa, and now I'm honored to be recently endorsed by this congregation as an aspirant for ordination. I'll be gone next year to First Parish Lincoln as a ministerial intern, but I'll be back after that. And between Sundays, I'm usually walking with my beloved loyal dog, Kit, and making all sorts of things. I love to, I'm really growing to love Boston, and spending my days now pondering sort of how to weave my long creative life into a new call to ministry. I think of myself mostly now as a beginner and an elder, and looking forward to growing both those capacities here, and just helping tend this beautiful, historic, courageous community that first helped me find a home, and now I call home. So, thank you.
I just did want to give a welcome to Thomas Gagnon and Harry Kelso, who couldn't be here. So welcome to you guys, and we love you. Thank you.
Welcome to all of our new members, and we invite you to accept a hug and full formal welcome from our chair of the Prudential Committee, Kellyanne Weaver, as well as a little piece of Arlington Street, a replica of one of our stained glass windows. You're welcome. And as we welcome our new members return to their seats, I invite you to rise in body, rise in spirit, and singing the Spirit home.
We're going to sing this song, Singing the Spirit Home. Kel named this a courageous community. I think that's a nice way to put it. This is a song about having courage, but also supporting each other when we don't have courage in ourselves, knowing that we can turn to the people around us and they'll lift us up. So it's a call and response. I'll sing a line, you sing it back like this. Courage, courage, my friend, and then together we sing, you do not travel alone. We will, your turn. We will go with you, together and sing your spirit home. Sing that again, courage. Courage, my friend, you do not travel alone. We will go with you, and sing your spirit home. If not now, then when you do not travel alone, we will go as one, and sing your spirit home. We will go as one, and sing your spirit home. Amen.
We join now in our ritual of sharing community candles of sorrow and joy. In addition to sharing our sorrows and joys this morning, let's reach out to one another in the week ahead, staying connected. May these times remind us of how very precious this beloved community is. We need one another. Whether together or apart, may we stay very close. We'll begin by singing There Is a Love. The words are printed in your order of service and in the chat.
There is a love holding us. There is a love holding all that we love. There is a love holding all. We rest in this love.
We join now in sharing our burdens and our blessings, entrusting the prayers of our hearts to the care of this community. We hear and hold one another's yearnings and celebrations in the depths of our souls.
A candle of sorrow at the death of Marjane Satrapi at age 56. Satrapi was an Iranian-French artist, filmmaker, and author of several books, including Persepolis, a graphic novel memoir about her childhood before and during the Iranian Revolution. Marjane Satrapi's artistry and activism brought the beautiful culture, compelling history, and complex politics of her home country to a worldwide audience. Her influence will continue. May Satrapi rest in peace and power. A mixed candle from Queen Cheryl. A candle of beloved memory for my friend and best playmate, George Whitehouse. For years, we met early in the morning, ate Boston cream donuts, and decorated together for Pride. One of my fondest memories of George is that of him sitting in a pew surrounded by a pile of naked Barbie dolls and dressing them in strips of feathers so we could put them in the planters outside. Last night, excuse me, as I was walking through the dark sanctuary, surveying our fine work, I could feel George's presence. Excuse me. I'm delighted to report back that he highly approved of the job we did. George Whitehouse Presente. Thanks. And a final candle of joy from Queen Cheryl. A candle of gratitude and appreciation to Team Pride. Jen Eno, Hala Hazar, and Laura Pattison. Hala and Jen hung over 1,300 square feet of metallic fringe curtains and laid close to 500 feet of feather boas. Laura patiently untangled 10 3-by-6-foot trans panels, assembling 300 flags and sorting 1,500 strands of beads. It takes a village to be this fabulous, and I can't begin to tell the three of you how grateful I am, and thank you for your hard work.
For all the sorrows and all the joys we hold in our hearts, we light a final candle to remember and rejoice. May the peace of this sanctuary enter into our hearts as we share a quiet moment together, breathing our prayers for ourselves, for one another, for our nation, for all nations, for all beings. Amen.
There is a love holding us. There is a love holding all that we love. There is a love holding all. We rest in this love.
Arlington Street is entirely self-sustaining. It's up to us. Generosity is a key spiritual practice here, and it shows. Thank you for your commitment to our staff, our building, and our beloved spiritual community. Each Sunday, we share our collection plate with a partner in our mission of love, spirit, service, justice, and peace. This week, we share our plate with Beit el-Baraka, whose mission is to ensure dignity to hardworking Lebanese citizens by assisting them in their struggle with the increasing cost of living. In the spirit of respect and support, we give them access to decent food, decent livelihood, medical services, and education. Feel free to learn more at their website. For those of you who don't know, I am Lebanese, and I have many family members living in Lebanon today in various parts of the country, including the South. Southern Lebanon, in particular, has been a major target for attacks, and my family lives day to day in fear of their lives. Imagine not knowing if you will have electricity or water or be able to receive supplies such as food and medical needs. Entire villages have been destroyed and thousands of people have been displaced. The people of Lebanon want peace and want to keep their rights to their land. The organization helps people struggling with this situation in a very direct way. Please consider helping at this time. Thank you. Please take a moment now to join me in giving to sustain our beloved Arlington Street and to Beit el-Baraka. You can give online at arlingtonstreet.org or find instructions in the order of service for giving via QR code, Venmo, or text message. You can also mail a check to the church or use the envelopes in the pews, which can be given to the ushers as they come through momentarily with collection plates. Thank you for your generosity.
Thank you, choir. So beautiful. We are entering the season where everyone in New England is ready to take a break. Hit the sprinkler park, enjoy lemonade in the backyard, head to cabins in the woods or at the beach, savor some of life's great blessings. And this year, as with many years, we are also surrounded by deeply disturbing trends in our national political life. As trans identity is being criminalized, immigrants are being harassed and put into detention centers, reproductive choice is disappearing, and brutal wars and tyrannical governments persist around the world, some in our name. Taking a summer break to read a book lying in a hammock feels as decadent as it does necessary in the face of all of this. Now, E.B. White has famously been quoted as saying some version of, "I wake in the morning torn between a desire to save the world and to savor the world. This makes it hard to plan the day." And often, I am reminded in these times of an occasion where I found myself newly awakened to a connection between those two truths of needing to save and wanting to savor. This was more than a decade ago when I attended a conference at Middle Collegiate Church in Manhattan, an annual conference of radical preachers, theologians, and activists. On the last day, a young United Methodist pastor offered a presentation on a topic I didn't think I was really that interested in, but I was there, so I listened. And he introduced himself by listing all of the things about him that were parts of his identity. He was a young man from a middle-class background, college and seminary graduate, married to a woman, father of 2 young children. But he said, "The main thing you need to know about me, more important than any of those other things. In fact, the only thing you need to know about me if we are really going to be acquainted is that I am a child of God." Now, we've all heard people say that before, haven't we? It's a pretty common turn of phrase, and some of us might be fond of saying it ourselves. And often it is, though, said with a kind of preciousness, isn't it? Like it's an inoculation from ever being wrong, or worse, a way of justifying everything you think or say or believe as the right thing. After all, who would argue with a child of God? For all of the reasons that that phrase can seem at best naive and cliche, and at worst a tool for tyranny, I have to admit, when he said this, my inner self rolled her eyes a little bit. Maybe my outer self did too. But then he went on. Child of God, he said. Child of God. Someone still learning, still growing, in fact, perpetually learning and growing. Someone not finished, but deeply valued. And also, child of God. Not God. Neither responsible for all of the ills of the world, nor capable of knowing how to cure them all. I began to realize that this young man was speaking exactly to the tender place in me that was rolling its eyes. In a world where we have so many layers of identity we shift among all the time, parent, child, teacher, student, friend, caregiver, professional, worker, labels of ethnicity and race, nationality, cultural identity, sexual orientation, gender identity, all of which say something important about us, but none of which capture the whole of our existence. What would it mean if we encounter each other first as children born of the same source? Now, I don't mean God who picks favorites and controls the world like a puppet on a string, the old man sitting on the cloud who saves some and damns others. I mean the God that is the source of life itself, the connective tissue of the universe, the essence that brought life in its splendid diversity into being and shows up through all of our differences to surprise us with the depth of its mystery. I mean, God who is present as the power of connection in the midst of tragedy and known in the splendid miracle of each person born on this earth. How might it change how you walk into an unfamiliar room if you first knew and thought of yourself as someone who is loved everywhere? Not a stranger, not a misfit, child of this universal God. How might it change how we greet one another, create our laws, elect our leaders, if that was our grounding truth? And if the holy is present in all of us children, what is there to compete for besides making the world the best it can be for all of us? How might we spend our time and money differently if we had no worth to prove, if our belovedness was a given? How might we create community differently if the first aim of religion was to thrill in the beauty of difference rather than fear it? And we would thrill in that difference because each one of those differences is an opportunity to know the holy in and through us in a brand new way. What if, in fact, the way that we save the world is by savoring its splendor so well that we would defend its preciousness at all costs? One of our Unitarian forebears, Norbert Chapek, thought this very process was the heart of what it meant to be religious. Dr. Chapek was a Czechoslovakian Unitarian minister who built a large and strong Unitarian congregation in Prague in 1921, which within 20 years had a membership of 3,200 people, making it the largest Unitarian congregation in the world. Now, you probably know in the 1920s in Eastern Europe, as many times in history, there were strong feelings about religion, and people were looking to draw lines between themselves and their neighbors because of their faith or because of their ethnic backgrounds. Dr. Chapek built a church in which he wanted to be a place for people to respond to what he thought was the core of religion. In his words, the hidden cry for harmony with the infinite in every soul. Every person, he wrote, is an embodiment of God, and in every one of us, God struggles for higher expression. For Dr. Chapek himself, the work of creating a faith in which all were welcome and each was encouraged to follow and unfold the path of God's expression in and through them was a dangerous practice. As the Nazis overtook Czechoslovakia in 1940, he was arrested. And after a trial in which he was found guilty of treason, his teachings were determined to be, and I quote, too dangerous to the Reich for him to live. He died as a result of gas poisoning in 1941. This morning, with that history echoing very loudly in our own times, we rest close with the challenge and the blessing it is to have the light of God work through us. We feel the power of the future pulling us and the lessons of the past sobering us to the urgency of living this faith. We bless one another and remind ourselves how important it is to come together in this community to practice, to rehearse what the kingdom of all creation could and should be like, a dazzling bouquet of every kind of flower. It is not just a lovely sentiment, my friends. It is an act of resistance and an antidote to fascism. 103 years ago, on June 24th, 1923, Dr. Chapek introduced a ritual called the flower ceremony to his congregation. And soon after that, in 1926, his wife Maya introduced the ritual to First Parish in Cambridge, just across the river. And it has since spread to many congregations all over the world. The flower ceremony is meant to celebrate the ways we come together as individual, unique beings with beauty all our own and create a great and wondrous bouquet in community. Each person's unique beauty both stands on its own and offers a complement to the special qualities of those around them. Like flowers, our beauty is unfolding, has different phases at which different parts of who we are can be seen and known, with textures and fragrance and whole transformations from bud to bloom. So in this ceremony, we practice what it means to accept one another's gifts, one another's beauty as glimpses of the holy. Rooting ourselves in this bright garden, we offer one another and our world hope for better days ahead and resist the forces that want to tear us apart. So I invite you to join me now in saying together the blessing printed in your order of service as we bless these flowers that have come from many gardens around the city and perhaps the world. We bless these flowers. May they remind us of our own beauty and the beauty of our community. May they call us to be our best selves and to cherish our common humanity. As we work to build a world that is more fair and free and whole, may these flowers be messengers of peace and hope and love. Whether you came with a flower this morning or not, I invite you to please come forward down the center aisle and take a flower, but not the one you brought, without regard to its color or shape or state of repair, and then hold and appreciate it for all that it is. Keep it with you as you return to your seat by the right side aisle and continue to enjoy the music.
Oh,
We conclude with another prayer from Dr. Chapek. In the name of providence, which implants the seed in the seed, the future of the tree, and in the hearts of all people, the longing to live and love, in the name of the highest in which we move and who makes the parent and the sibling what they are, in the name of the sages and great religious leaders who sacrificed their lives to hasten the coming of peace and justice, let us renew our resolution, sincerely to see one another as family, regardless of any kind of bar which estranges us one from another. In this holy resolution, may we be strengthened, knowing we are God's family, that one Spirit, the Spirit of love, unites us, and may we endeavor for a more perfect and more joyful life. Amen.
Well, our final hymn is another non-traditional hymn. This is Build Me Up, Buttercup, as sung by the Foundations. One thing that I love about this song is that it's a song that acknowledges disappointment, but yet that's not your experience when you sing the song. It's still so full of joy and energy. So I invite us to rise in body, rise in spirit, sing our closing flower song, Build Me Up, Buttercup.
Just to let me down, and mess me around, and the worst of all, you never call baby when you say you will, but I love you still, I need you more than anyone, darling, you know that I am from the start, so build me up, buttercup, don't break my heart, I'll be over in 10, you told me time and again, but you're late, I wait around and then I went to the door, I can't take anymore, it's not you let me down again. Hey, baby, try to find a little time and I'll make you happy. I'll be home, I'll be beside the phone waiting for you. Why do you build me up, buttercup, baby, just to let me down, and mess me around, and the worst of all, you never call baby when you say you will, but I love you still, I need you more than anyone, darling, you know that I am from the start, so build me up, buttercup, don't break my heart. To you I'm a toy, but I could be the boy you adore, if you just let me know, whether true I'm attracted to you all the more, why do I need you so? Baby, try to find a little time and I'll make you happy, I'll be home, I'll be beside the phone waiting for you. Why do you build me up, buttercup, baby, just to let me down, and mess me around, and the worst of all, you never call baby when you say you will, but I love you still, I need you more than anyone, darling, you know that I am from the start, so build me up, buttercup, don't break my heart. I need you more than anyone.
My friends, may we love one another through our disappointments and through our great joys and moments of connection. Let us see and hold these flowers as exemplars of the beauty and the possibility of community and a world made whole in peace, justice, and transformative love. In our benediction tradition, I invite us to share and shine our love and light on one another as we raise our hands, putting them next to our Zoom squares, or radiating that love out from our fingertips in the sanctuary to people on our left and our right. And as we feel that moving through and among us, coming right back at us, we scoop it up into those very same hands and bring them to heart center, carrying the love that is the spirit of this congregation with us into the week ahead and into all of our days. The service begins, my friends, when the service ends. Let our service begin. Amen.
Where you go, I will go, beloved. Where you go, I will go. Where you go, I will go, beloved. Where you go, I will go. For your people are my people. Your people are mine. Your people are my people. Your divine, my divine. Where you go, I will go, beloved. Where you go, I will go. Where you go, I will go, beloved. Where you go, I will go. For your people are my people. Your people are mine. Your people are my people. Your divine, my divine.
We are located at the corner of Arlington and Boylston Streets, across from the Public Garden in Boston, Massachusetts. Arlington Street Church, gathered in love and service for justice and peace.